the Electric Vehicle Infrastructure Commission. And I will begin the order by reading through a checklist to ensure that the meeting we are holding is in compliance with the right to know law. As chair of the EV Commission, I find that due to the state of emergency declared by the governor as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic and in accordance with the governor's emergency order number 12 pursuant to executive order 2020-04 and its extensions, as public body is authorized to meet electronically. Please note there is no physical location to observe and listen contemporaneously to this meeting, which is authorized pursuant to the governor's emergency order. In accordance with the emergency order, I am confirming that we are providing public access to the meeting by telephone with additional access possible by video and other electronic means. We are utilizing Zoom for this electronic meeting. All members of the committee and selected legislative staff have ability to communicate contemporaneously in this meeting through this platform. And the public has access to contemporaneously watch or listen to the meeting on YouTube and via phone by following the directions and links provided in the general court website. We have provided public notice of the necessary information for accessing the meeting in the Senate chamber. We are providing a mechanism for the public to alert the public body through the meeting if there are problems with access. If anyone has a problem, please email remote-senate@ledge.state.nh.us or call 603-271-3043. In the event the public is unable to access the meeting will be adjourned and rescheduled. Please note that all votes taken during this meeting shall be done by roll call vote. Finally, let's start the meeting by taking a roll call of attendance. When each member states their presence, please also state where they are and if anyone else is in the room with you during this meeting, which does not include pets, which is required under the right to know law. And Alan, if you could read the roll, or Becky, that'd be appreciated.
Do you have it right in front of you, Becky? I can grab it.
Yep, I know I have it right here. So Senator Waters.
I am here alone in this room in Dover.
Representative Sykes.
I'm here alone down in the kitchen. My wife is upstairs.
Representative Smith.
Here in Charlestown with just my dog.
Matthew Mayu.
I am here in Concord, but there are other staff members in the vicinity.
Richard Bailey. He had let me know that he's at the dentist today. So. Kevin Bowen.
Here alone in my home.
Pete King.
Good morning. I'm here in the car parked in a rest area.
Gary LeMay.
Good morning, afternoon, whatever. I am at home in a room that's my home office alone. My wife is in other parts of the house.
Kevin Miller.
Here I am alone at home in the kitchen.
Dave Rodriguez.
Good afternoon. I'm here at my office in Concord alone.
And I'm Rebecca Oler. I am here at home and my husband's in the other room. Dan Bennett.
Home in my home office in Bow, and my wife and kids will be here in the house at sometime soon, shortly.
And Carlton Simpson. Carlton, I can see you, but you're on mute. We'll circle back with Carlton in a couple of minutes to see if he's joined in by audio. So that is the roll, Senator, other than waiting to hear from Carlton.
I think if he can visually indicate that he is waving by waving that he's present, you can include him as present.
I can only see that he's on phone. I don't have a video of him.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right, well, thank you for that. And also thank you everyone for attending this last meeting. Our agenda is to approve the minutes, which Becky is going to, from the last meeting, which Becky is going to put up shortly, and then we will turn to the discussion and vote on the final commission report. So Becky, if you would put up the minutes from last Friday's meeting.
Unmute myself. Can everybody see that?
And perhaps you could scroll down as it gets, the first half is simply the business of getting the meeting open and the attendance.
That is,
And then it notes the
that
discussion.
is it.
Then note the discussion of the draft of the final report of the commission. And some discussion.
Excuse me, can folks hear me now?
Yes, hi, Cotton.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, my internet timed out and I was muted on the application and unable to mute from my phone. Carlton Simpson from Unitil. I am here. I am in Hampton and I am alone.
Thank you. So I will make a motion to approve the minutes. If I could have a second, please.
I'll second that.
I can second it.
Is that Gary LeMay seconded?
Oh, sorry.
Or did I get that right?
I thought it was Representative Sykes, but
Oh, okay.
I think there were two of us. It doesn't matter. I can second it.
You're up at the top of my list. So moved by
horse
Senator
race.
Waters, seconded by Representative Sykes, and I will call the roll. Senator Waters.
Yeah.
Representative Sykes.
Yes.
Representative Smith.
Yes.
Matt May.
Yes.
Rick Bailey is not here. Kevin Bowen.
Yes.
Pete King.
Yes.
Gary LeMay.
Yes.
Kevin Miller.
Yes.
Dave Rodrigue.
Yes.
I vote yes. Dan Bennett
Yes.
and Carlton Simpson.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, and my apologies for not getting these out in advance. I just realized this morning that I hadn't done that
thank
about
you
an
so
hour
much,
ago.
Becky. And now we will turn to the next agenda item, which is the review of the draft report of the draft of the final report. And I know it has been sent out to you a couple of days ago. And I'll just review our process. So we had our meeting last time and had lots of notes on what was discussed and went through and incorporated what needed to be incorporated. And then we received some comments from New Hampshire Auto Dealers via Dan about suggesting that we note in the sections about the multi-state ZEVs and the CalLev that these are, we're looking at consideration of these as well as consideration of incentive programs. So to note in those places that it's not just that way of doing it, but maybe incentive programs would be the way to go as well. And the legislator should consider both of those. And aside from some kind of careful editing that Becky and I did, I think that pretty much covers what changes were made. Becky, and if you could comment on any more from your perspective of what we did since the last meeting.
No, I think that's it. And everybody should have gotten a copy that had a red line that showed all the changes that had been made since the last time you saw it, as well as a clean copy of it. I do have a copy up that I believe you're all seeing it on my screen. And if there are certain sections that people would like to look at again, I'd be happy to scroll to them.
So let me open up the floor for any comments. Any further suggestions? I think we managed to capture the great work of the commission, and also, I think, managed to assemble a very helpful list of recommendations to various aspects of state government. And we'll be performing a handoff to the Transportation Council. And as I said in the last meeting, I hope that we will be able to have a few of us who will go and present to that council at its meeting fairly soon, so that they have a sense of what we're placing before them. And then, obviously these recommendations will be taken, and we'll see how things develop as time goes by. But one last chance for any further comments or suggestions for changes or corrections. Well, hearing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve the final report.
So move.
I can move to accept the final report of the commission on SB 517.
And it looked like a second from Dave Rodriguez. Is
I
that true?
second. Yes.
And it is my understanding that if any agencies feel it's most appropriate for them to abstain in this vote, that will still be a recorded vote. So let's call the roll, please. Becky?
Okay, Senator Waters.
Yeah.
Representative Sykes.
Yes.
Representative Smith.
Yes.
Matt Mayu.
Yes.
Rick Bailey is not here. Kevin Bowen.
Yes.
Pete King.
Yes.
Gary LeMay.
Yes.
Kevin Miller.
Yes.
Dave Rodriguez.
Yes.
Rebecca Oler, I vote yes. Dan Bennett.
Yes.
Carlton Simpson.
Yes.
That is all members present in favor of approving the report.
Well, thank you, everyone. And perhaps, Becky, you could bring this, the screen sharing down so we can have all of us. That would be great.
Yes, sorry.
All right, we're all back. I did want to note that I'm really impressed by the photograph of snow in the background of Representative Smith. I wonder where that photograph came from.
No, I'm just on my patio. No photograph.
I know. I wasn't gonna, I was trying to deny the reality of this change, okay?
Dreaming of a white Halloween. Yep.
Oh, yes, I know. I was, remembering, I saw in the paper yesterday, I was driving to Connecticut for my mother's 90th birthday on that Halloween storm and the 34 inches of snow. And we just barely made it into Hartford that day when we were driving down, but it does happen. We do have snow in the bumpkins. Well, let me just say thank you to everyone. I really just so grateful to everyone's work, all the meetings, and particularly, Becky and everyone else who put so much work into the commission, those who weren't on the commission who faithfully attended meetings and gave us advice and so on. And, particular Matt Malu as well, all the work that was done with Becky on the RFPs, and fingers crossed on those, and we'll get some good movement forward. I'm really very sure. I also think that the commission really sets us up well for what's really quite likely to be a major shift in terms of what the auto dealers, not auto dealers, the auto manufacturers are going to be presenting over the next couple of years, and likely one way or another to be some action out of the Congress in this direction. So I think we have really done a lot to get New Hampshire up to speed, so to speak, on many of these things. I do know we wish we'd gotten a little bit farther, but we will get there, and they've really provided just such a great plan, I think, and set of recommendations here. So I just really personally wanted to thank everyone so much for this. My legislative colleagues, Representative Smith, Representative Sykes, have been a great guide for this really over the last couple of years, and helping put together this bill and on the work of the commission. And so thank you all. And if anyone else has any final comments, I think we'd be glad to hear them before we do give a moment for any public members, which I don't believe there are any tuned in, but we'll take that moment after any further comments from anyone.
Senator Waters, I want to thank you for your leadership on this. It's been a great experience, and I do want to thank Becky for pulling 2 years worth of material into a concise report. That was no easy job.
Great job. Good job, Becky, really. Well, thank you all. You know, and I'm just, you know, myself, I don't know what to do with myself anymore. It's really happening in my life these days. I'm sure that's true my legislative colleagues as well. You know, it's like, what are we going to do with ourselves now? Just wait for some more commissions to start, huh? Well, we'll all be back together soon, I hope, in Concord. And, thank you so much. So, Alan, can we see if there are any public members who wish to comment at this time? And I will take Alan's silence to mean that perhaps we do not.
I'm looking at the participant list and I do not see anybody. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I take that back. We have 4 attendees. 2 are my staff, Jessica Wilcox and Tim White, Karen Susi, and then a phone number that doesn't have a name on it.
Is Alan still with us?
He is.
Let me see if I can text Alan. Oh yeah, he's going to be right back. Nancy Nolan, the Senate and the Senate staff, this is their last day, so I think he walked to the next office to say farewell. Yeah, I'll try to call him.
Yeah, we don't have a chat function on this, so I can't see if any of the attendees want to say anything.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
Oh, there you go.
We're having a retirement party for one of our staff members. And out of the room to say goodbye. What's up?
Well, I'm sorry to drag you away. I bet there was cake. So, would you ask if any members of the public would comment, Alan?
Absolutely. If any members would like to comment, or if any members of the public would like to comment, you can push the raise hand button on Zoom, or if you are on the phone, you can press *9 and we will let you in here and you can speak. And it doesn't look like we have anybody right now, Senator.
Well, thank you so much for Alan. You go back and eat your cake in just a moment.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion, Gary LeMay.
And the second, I'll second. And Becky, if you could call the roll for one last time.
I shall. Senator Waters,
Yes.
Representative Sykes,
Yes.
Representative Smith,
Yes.
Matt Mayu. We may have lost Matt. I don't see him. Rick Bailey is not here. Kevin Bowen,
Yes.
Pete King,
Yes.
Gary LeMay,
Yes.
Kevin Miller,
Yes.
Dave Rodriguez.
Yes.
Oops. I'd say yes. Dan Bennett
Yes.
and Carlton Simpson.
Yes.
Well, thank you, everyone. We are adjourned, and thank you again. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Senator.